stand.
Dear Heavenly Father, we ask you to be in our presence tonight as we conduct the business of this beautiful and wonderful city. We thank you for these men and women, and Father, we ask you to bless their decisions tonight, give them peace about their decisions and discernment as well. Thank you so much for this great land and those who are all over the world defending and protecting our freedoms to protect them. Give them peace and comfort as well. We thank you so much for your son Jesus. We thank you for the ultimate example of service and sacrifice of you and your son. Give all this to your glory. In Jesus' name we pray.
Please join me in the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
She's coming down.
Okay. Do we have any community announcements? Okay, we have a couple awards to give. Vaughn, is your staff here, the ones that need to be, or if not, we'll start with Patrick.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Whichever one you'd like to start with, sir.
we'll start with you, Mr. Sullivan. Is this for karaoke? Is that what this is for?
Good evening. I'm so happy to be here today to recognize the city of Midwest City as an Oklahoma Clean Community. I'm Farrah LaMarche, and I manage the used tire recycling program at the Department of Environmental Quality. And here with me today is Jeanette Nance, who is the Executive Director of Keep Oklahoma Beautiful, Benton Rude, who is the Assistant Director of the Land Protection Division of the Department of Environmental Quality, and he is also just recently the past president of Keep Oklahoma Beautiful. And also Michelle Wynn back here, and she is the Department of Environmental Quality's legislative liaison. And then also Kelly Dillow, and she coordinates the Oklahoma Clean Community Program. And so I'm going to go ahead and hand the podium over to Jeanette Nance. Thank you.
Jeanette, can you hold this and talk? I'm having a little trouble with this one.
Is that better?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't. Which would you prefer? It wasn't on. I'm sorry.
I'll do fine right here. Can you hear me? I am Jeanette Nance. I'm the Executive Director of Keep Oklahoma Beautiful. I'm happy to be here on behalf of...
Up a little bit.
Got it?
Okay.
Okay.
You're a little soft-spoken. You need to...
I am. I'm so happy to be here on behalf of Keep Oklahoma Beautiful, but I'm so happy to be here in a place where Midwest City is one of our affiliates. We have 63 affiliates statewide, so that is a wonderful place to be in our mind. We love to work with our partnering communities, but we certainly love to spend time and recognize our affiliates for what they do on behalf of their communities and the goal of our mission. We have partnered with the Department of Environmental Quality for this clean community recognition, in that those communities that hold a Great American Cleanup event, and within that, a tire collection, qualify as a clean community. There are levels of clean community. Midwest City has accomplished the highest level of clean community. I am excited both to recognize you for that accomplishment, but super excited because you are an affiliate of ours. In your Great American Cleanup, which is a program of Keep Oklahoma Beautiful, it is nationally known as the Great American Cleanup through Keep America Beautiful, but as the state affiliate, I recognize our affiliates who participate in that. We are nationally recognized as having at least one community in every one of our 77 counties participate in the Great American Cleanup, and Midwest City is one of our first and foremost better communities on the cleanup events that they hold. On their Great American Cleanup event in 2017, because they haven't held their 2018 event yet due to weather and other issues, but in their 2017, or your 2017 event, 66 volunteers collected 475 bags of trash, which equals 8,940 pounds of trash, 560 pounds of scrap metal, and 85 tires. So applause to you. That really makes me feel good that Midwest City is participating in our mission for a cleaner, greener Oklahoma, and that you're mindful enough to hold also that scrap metal and tire collection, which is so important. The criteria for clean community, it's a long, arduous application. We have not recognized many communities, so I want you to understand this is a big deal. When you're recognized as a clean community by KOB, Keep Oklahoma Beautiful, and the Department of Environmental Quality, it's a big deal. So I'm happy to be here to be a part of this presentation, and I'll now pass the microphone to my, just barely, former president, Fenton Rood from the Department of Environmental Quality.
Well, thank you very much. I'm excited to be here tonight wearing two hats, and first I'll put on my DEQ hat and remind you that our agency's mission is to protect people through the quality of the air that we breathe, the water we drink, and the land that we live on. And we are here tonight to celebrate your accomplishments in that realm. We carry out our mission as the city's regulator, but our regulatory philosophy is that we want you to comply and we want you to go beyond compliance, and I'm excited to report that that's what we see in Midwest City. I'll also say that I'm fortunate enough to get to participate in a statewide professional association called the Solid Waste Association of North America, and I wanted to say a special thank you to Guy for encouraging a couple of your folks to be leaders in that organization. I've witnessed what they learn from interacting with our peers, and I can see it in the fact that Midwest City has one of the highest quality municipal solid waste programs in the state. So my congratulations. So putting on my Keep Oklahoma Beautiful hat, I'll emphasize that at Keep Oklahoma Beautiful, we believe that we help grow community, and the activities that you pursue directly demonstrate that. So thank you very much. So with that, let's make the presentation. I have a wonderful plaque for you here.
Should Guy
Paul, Brady, Matt.
Yes.
The guys that do the work.
Should we stay on that side?
Who's
our
photographer
photographer?
line us up? Actually, this is yours now,
You wanna-
not mine.
You want to have Brady back on the other side?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Is that right?
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for presenting this to us, and it's pretty neat listening to it, and it just goes to show you what the type of quality of employees that we have here in the city. Because the people up here on the horseshoe, we don't do this work. It's these guys right here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Pat. Appreciate it.
I'll let everybody settle down, and then I want to take a liberty and make a special presentation. Not only was I super excited to recognize the City of Midwest City as a clean community, I wanted to take this opportunity just to tell a wonderful story. I mean, in today's day and time, we love telling our story, what we're about, what we do. Well, here's a city that I'm ready to tell a story about. It was just super exciting. I admit, a little bit personally associated with this, but truly, the mastermind is Fenton, and definitely the City of Midwest City and the sanitation workers that made this possible. But Fenton and I are friends, have a mutual friend, Julie Conradi, and she has a 4-year-old boy who is enamored. I mean, he knows the parts and the intricate workings and the hydraulics of trash trucks. And all he wanted for his 4th birthday was a trash truck. So Julie called Fenton, knowing that he had a little bit to do with solid waste, and said, how can you help? And Fenton did most of the work, but contacted the City of Midwest City Public Works Department. And I kind of told a couple people make this happen. So 6 sanitation workers, 2 trash trucks, and a big plastic trash truck went and visited Stark Flores at his Midwest City home for his 4th birthday. So, I mean, it gives me goosebumps. I hope that that's a story that you'll be glad to share as well. Fenton and I decided that as Keep Oklahoma Beautiful and we build communities, what we wanted to do was recognize community engagement. So I have the KOB President's Award to those who have gone above and beyond garnering community outreach to Midwest City's youngest residents. So I'm not sure who is here, so I'm going to read all 6 names, and then for those who are here, we'll do a little photo op. Dom Henderson, Stony Tayeski, Nick Hine, Jerry Summers, James Long, and E.J. Hickerson.
These guys are the guys, not me.
These guys, I'll tell you right now, that they're some of the best employees I've ever had the opportunity to work with in the City of Midwest City. And I'll tell you right now, that their first mission is to serve the public, the customers, because that's who their boss is. They may have other people sign the checks, but in the end, people they work for every year, people they provide services to me, that is a testament to who they are, and to what the city's public works department is about.
Thank you so much. I know Stark loved it.
Thank you for recognizing them too. We appreciate you recognizing them, and we can't tell our employees how proud we are of them for reaching out, especially on something that really isn't your job, but you guys took it you embraced it, and you went above and beyond. We appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Fenton and Jeanette. Appreciate you coming out tonight. We also have a presentation from the American Public Works Association, and I believe Brandon Bundy's going to receive that award. Go.
With us tonight is Brandon Huxford from APWA Oklahoma branch.
So I'll first start out saying that's kind of a tough act to follow. But there's some good vibes in the room from that presentation, so really I'm going to feed off of that. As Brandon mentioned, I am with APWA, the Oklahoma chapter. I serve as the secretary and awards chair. And every year for our annual conference, we always solicit submissions for different categories for awards. And tonight, on behalf of APWA, I'm here for Project of the Year. We received a submission from Midwest City, and I think this presentation is really more for recognition in front of you all as to the great contributions that your staff are making to this community and to Public Works as a whole. And so what the Project of the Year is really showing is excellence through management and the promotion of public works and effective use and stewardship of money. And so through their submission, not only did they achieve those things, but in my mind, they really went above and beyond. Some of the use of the funding and how they repatriated kind of some of their equipment and the bus shelter and all of that for the Skip recreational trail really is something that we don't come across real often. A lot of times some of these awards go more towards the super glamorous or super political or, you know, the eye-catcher type projects, and really that's, in my mind, not necessarily what this award is for. In my mind, the epitome of what this award is intended to be is recognition of staff that are the utmost stewards of the money that they're awarded through federal funds or taxpayer dollars or whatever the case may be. And so really for that, this was a no-brainer. As we read through the submission, seeing how things were done, how they were used, that's easy decision for us in our awards committee on who to give the awards to. So on behalf of APWA, Oklahoma chapter, I'd like to present the City of Midwest City and your staff with the Project of the Year Award.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Guess this goes to you, Vaughn.
We'll find an appropriate place to display that. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you for coming out. Mayor and Council, I need to run, but I want to, that project would not have happened without the passion and enthusiasm of two particular city employees. First of all, Assistant City Engineer Brandon Bundy, and then his sidekick, Pete Singleton, who drugged me all the way to northeastern Oklahoma to try to stay up with them on a mountain bike trail that was one of the only engineered mountain bike trails in the state of Oklahoma. And these two guys love to ride. They've helped create a passion in me to ride, and I want to personally thank them in public, even though Pete's not here, for your enthusiasm and the passion you bring to your work every day, Brandon. Thank you very much.
Anybody else want to give us an award? We're willing. Tonight's a good night. The mayor's not here, so let's get it all done tonight.
Okay, the first item is the consent agenda. These items are placed on the consent agenda so that the council, by unanimous consent, can approve routine agenda items by one motion. If any item proposed does not meet with the approval of all council or members of the audience wish to discuss an item, it will be removed and heard in regular order. Is there anyone that wishes to remove an item from the consent agenda? If not,
Do you have a motion for approval?
Motion to approve.
I second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
next item is new business and public discussion. The purpose of the public discussion section of the agenda is for members of the public to speak to the city council on any subject not scheduled on the regular agenda. The council shall make no decision or take any action except to direct the city manager to take action or to schedule the matter for discussion at a later date. Pursuant to the Oklahoma Open Meeting Act, the council will not engage in any discussion on the matter until that matter has been placed on the agenda for discussion. Ms. Hancock, is there anyone that has asked to speak? Is there anyone in the public that has a new item that they would like to present to the city council this evening? Okay. Next item then is executive session. This is discussion consideration of one entering into executive session as allowed under 25 OS Section 307B2 to discuss negotiations concerning employees and representatives of employee groups, and 2, in open session, authorizing the city manager to take action as appropriate based upon the discussion in executive session. We would need a motion to go into
Motion to-
executive session.
Do you want to move to executive session or just adjourn temporarily from the city council agenda and do all the executive sessions together?
Well, that's what we need to go into executive session, then we'll recess.
Okay, I was on the same page. So make a motion to go into executive session, then we'll go into adjourn, so we can then take care of.
Well, we won't adjourn, we'll recess.
Okay.
Make a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Make a motion to go into recess.
Do we have a
Second.
Okay. All in favor? say
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, we do not have a municipal authority meeting this evening. The next agenda is the Memorial Hospital Authority. And similar to the city council, we have a consent agenda. The first, and this is, these items are placed on the consent agenda so that the trustees, by unanimous consent, can approve routine agenda items by one motion. If any item proposed does not meet with approval of all trustees or members of the audience wish to discuss an item, it will be removed and heard in regular order. Staff would request that the item CB2 be removed from the consent agenda.
With the exception of B2, move to approve consent agenda.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
B2 is discussion consideration of accepting the year-end report of the Trust Board of Grantors for fiscal year 2017-2018. Staff is requesting that this item be continued to the first meeting in August. There are some questions that have come up, and we'd like to be able to provide some additional information related to that.
Motion to.
I would suggest that we continue it until the first meeting in August.
Motion to continue item B2 until the first meeting in August.
A second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Next item is new business and public discussion. Is there anyone wishing to present any new business or public discussion to the Midwest City Memorial Hospital Authority? If not, we'll then move into executive session. I'll read both of these. First one is discussion consideration of entering into executive session as allowed under 25 OS Section 307B4 to be briefed on potential litigation. And the second item is discussion consideration of entering into executive session as allowed under 25 OS Section 307B3 to discuss the purchase or appraisal of real property, and 2, an open session authorizing the general manager/administrator to take action as appropriate based upon the discussion in executive session.
Recess, correct?
Well, we need motions to go into executive session for these two items, and then, no, we won't recess. We'll go just straight into that.
Motion and second, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, we're going to recess. We'll go upstairs, and we'll be back down in a little while.